released our latest song, Say To Me, and we are having a remix contest. We have a lot of producers and artists that like to do this kind of stuff. And like you said, we want to highlight you, feature you.
So here's an overview. This is misskrystle.com/remix. We made it super easy, literally my website, and then it's /remix. So this is just the rules and the terms, okay? And so the grand prize is 150, okie dokie. And then depending on what is delivered, okay, I have very high hopes. I think we have amazing music producers. I think that you guys are going to blow my hair back. If this goes totally awry, I'm going to let you know. I'll be like, I'm not showing anyone. I don't think that's gonna happen. Assuming all goes well, I would really love the opportunity to feature some of you guys and show some of your remixes and get your feedback, right? So have the community give you some feedback and stuff like that. So I think it could be a cool opportunity. So that's what we're trying to do here. Eligibility. This contest is open to everyone who meets our requirements by downloading the stems, which we're giving to you. Whether or not you enter, you agree to abide by these rules. 2, submission guidelines. Everyone participating may submit a maximum of 2 remixes. So why 2? This is something we need to specify. You can do up to 2. You don't have to do 2. You could do 1, but you could do up to 2, but no more than 2.
Just on the off chance it is overwhelming of producers and stuff submitting, I just want to make sure that everyone kind of has a good chance. And I just don't want, I want you guys to send us your best stuff. You're sending me like 6 different versions of things. I don't know if I'm getting 6 of your best stuff. Just send me your best stuff.
All right. Very important. All remixes have to be original. We're so sorry, but you cannot sample. Do not give me something that has a sample in it. And we do not want you to use AI. We'll talk about that very specifically in regards to the creation of. We want original, okay? Submissions must be an MP3 format, okay? And this is specifically just for submissions. Now, if you are selected and we end up needing other versions, will reach out to you. That's why we're going to get like your email and stuff like that. But we're very simple. Give us just an MP3. Okay.
Yeah, it just makes it just so much easier. We can work out if there's any other kind of future things that happen with things that we can get higher quality versions and such.
And then submissions outside this form, which is right here at the very bottom, will not be accepted. If you DM
don't
me,
send it. Yeah, none of it.
If you
none
DM
of it.
me on Instagram, if you email me your MP3,
it's all got to be in one place. It's got to be easy for us to organize, and everything is just in one place. So you can only go to Say To Me or misskrystle.com/remix is the only place that I will be going through any of the submissions.
All right, what not to do. So please, no AI assisted remixes, meaning we don't want you to go and take my vocals and then just go over to Suno or Udio, okay, and then just have it generate something for you. We really are looking for non-AI, but AI for mastering is okay. All right, so that is allowed. Now, participants may not upload their remixes to YouTube, to Spotify, other digital service providers, SoundCloud, TikTok, social media. So again, you do not have carte blanche to go and just release it. This is very much the funnel of you make it, you submit it to us for specifically the contest, and only that to start. Remixes may not be sold or monetized in any form. Do not use any authorized samples of any of the stuff that we're giving you. Okay, so obviously I can say I'm the copyright lawyer here. And so what I mean by this is we're giving you stuff that belongs to Miss Krystle. Don't put it in sample packs. Don't go and
write a whole new original song with pieces of it and chop it up or whatever.
All right. And then no mashups, right? No mixtapes. Basically, just don't do anything.
That goes into that goes into the copyright. Don't use other people's copyrighted material, or don't use anybody else's unauthorized sample or something like that.
Yeah. So that's what all this.
Nothing that gets us copyright strikes.
Rights and usage. By submitting your remix, you grant us the right to just put on this channel, right? We might feature it on the Miss Krystle platforms and just to highlight you. So everything that I'm trying to do again is just to shout you guys out. So I'm hoping that you guys just absolutely kill this, and so we can promote you on Top Music Attorney, the YouTube, social media, Miss Krystle, all the good stuff. Okay, and then now let's just jump over to the deadline. So the deadline to receive all submissions is November 13th. So we're going to be promoting this basically for the next 2 weeks and some change, and we want to give you plenty of time to go and work something and come back over. The deadline will be November 13th. We will let you guys know who the winner is by November 20th. We'll be sure to obviously like mention it on the show as well, so you can check back there. And then all the standard stuff, right? Just the IP, the general rules are listed here. And then if you go down, and then of course the 150 for whoever we select is the winner. If you go down here to the bottom, you can get the stems right away. And then when you are ready, you use the same link, which is misskrystle.com. And then you come back and you hit this button right here. And this is to submit. And when you go to submit, okay, you'll just give us your name. Where can we find you on social media, right? If you have a name for your remix, just good stuff like that. You have to confirm that you did not make it using AI. And that's it. Top Music Attorney is your #1 legal resource for artists, producers, and record labels. Get contract templates, one-on-one legal advice, free master classes, and everything you need for your music business. Go to topmusicattorney.com. All right, who's excited? Drop some fire emojis.
I'm excited.
Let's go.
It's in the key of E, and the BPM is 156. So 156 BPM in the key of E is the song. And again, I will add that to the description of this video if you're watching this video later, and then I will add it directly to the website.
And then the question is, are we getting the vocals only? Yes, and you're getting different versions of the vocals, so you'll have some variety. Loops.
So
and let me be clear about this, because I think that was a good point about like sampling. So just to be clear, like splice samples, I'm okay with that. What's your thought?
Yeah, splice samples are okay, but make sure that you do get that certified license. I'm talking about like, don't sample a 9 Inch Nails song and put it in there. That's more of what I'm talking about. So like, yes, splice samples are fine. Arcade is fine. You know what I mean? Like that stuff's okay.
Orko. So what about live streaming the process? Because I get it. If you're showing your process and all that, what do you think?
I'm less into that, because that's still, I just don't want to confuse anything. Yeah, you're getting vocal only. I did it in 3 parts. So you got the main vocal of just everything all together. So if you want to take it, and then I have the main like just center vocal by itself, and then the backgrounds and where she does the yells and some ad libs and stuff. I'm hoping that we get different genres. This is a rock song. It doesn't have to be a rock song. You can make a deep house song. You can make a trip hop song. You can make a pop song. You can do whatever kind of version, industrial song, any kind of thing, hip hop, whatever. If you are a hip hop artist that watches the show and you want to take it and you want to remix it, that'd be dope.
Last one, CJ's had a question. So this falls within the same, if you have samples, a sample pack that's authorized because you bought it, you licensed it, that's a different thing. So we're saying unauthorized.
Unauthorized is the key word in the terms. It says unauthorized. So if you've purchased it, if you own it legal, whatever, outright, then that's fine. We may do like a fun AI competition in the future. The reason why we're highlighting this so much is I just don't want a whole bunch of people just to crank out like 30 versions of like AI songs and just send them. B, I really want to get to know who is really creating things in our community. And again, this is so we can also get to know and highlight producers and find some real talent that help out later, maybe possibly work with. There's a lot of things that we're looking for in this process. So that's why we really want you to give your best original stuff. It's vocals only. I didn't put any of my music or synths and stuff in there, because I want to hear what you guys are doing. I want to hear what you guys come up with, what your style is. And that's just kind of how I wanted to do it on this one. But we may do an AI remix in the future, and we may do a contest, and we may do where I have other instruments and stuff. If you want to tune vocals, if you want to, manipulate stuff, I don't have a problem with that. That's part of the remix. Country rock is okay. As far as no sheet music and stuff, no, because I've already put everything up there now, and people have already started downloading. So it wouldn't be fair to give anybody like that the stuff now. I should have already included it, but this is something I might add next time.
Yeah, and guys, this is the first time, so it will be good just to see kind of, obviously what helps you guys
totally.
next time and all that.
And it's cool because we'll talk about it maybe more as we keep talking about this remix contest and stuff, but just how we set it up, and I'll show you the process of how I set it up. So everything was, all the submissions come in one place, so it's easily done. How I set up my website so it would do it. Thinking this contest through and getting all the rules and just the system of what's going to make it the easiest for you and for us took some time. I spent hours on trying to make sure that this thing was done right. So hopefully, for the first go. So there'll probably be some bugs, but we pretty much got it. I'll share those platforms later, and I will share, kind of what I did in the process, so you guys can do it. And I know there's a lot of channels out there that do like reactions and music submissions, or if you have a label and you're looking for submissions, I don't know. I just found a cool way to do it. So I'll share more about that. So it doesn't have to be a dark remix. No, it's whatever I want. I'm looking for all styles. If you could turn that into a jazz remix, I'm into it. We I love all genres of music, and I'm just really just looking for creativity. Obviously, I'll probably lean to something that's less abstract and more like kind of still accessible sounding. So think of that. I mean, it's do whatever you want, whatever's dope, but I can just tell you my person. I'll definitely want something that's kind of accessible. But I love dance music. I love all whatever. So give it to
And
me.
then I'll tell you, I definitely am. I just anything that goes even heavier than what we did, I'm gonna have a little preference towards. But I don't want that to influence you either way. Whatever he thinks, whatever I think, it doesn't even matter. Whatever you do and that you love is the thing. And I just that's always the baseline. If you love what you're doing, that's gonna come through and it's gonna be great.
I haven't thought about this one. I don't know if you answered this already, but can we add lyrics to it? I don't think I care if it's a full on remix and then you're adding, your verse to it, and it's not like you're taking our instrumental and then adding a verse to it. Like that's okay. If the music is all original to it and then you're adding like a verse, like you're a rapper and you're doing that, I don't think I have an issue with that. Same with if you're a singer, if you had a little extra thing that you were trying to, I don't think I have a problem with it. But again, it's if the rest of the production is, original.
You guys have good questions I didn't even think about. Look at CJ's next question.
Can we sample the original full song? I'm less into that just because of the fact that that's why I also didn't provide stems. I don't think so because I just really want to hear what you guys are just doing on your own for this contest. These are things that adjustments that we can make in the future though. I've never done one of these kind of challenges or contests before. Like I've been in, projects and stuff where I've been remixed and stuff, but it was like people from like Nine Inch Nails and like different stuff. Like I paid for remixes or, I had homie hookups or whatever like that. So it's like actual, I've never opened it up to a bunch of producers. That's why there's probably a little more caution than maybe if some of you that do remix contests are used to, but I'm new to this and I'm trying to I'm trying to get with it.
The question from Dave is what's the minimum and maximum length?
Whatever, just make sure that it's cool, you know what I mean? Like I'm just looking for stuff that's cool. The main prize is $150, but who knows, like who knows what's going to happen as far as what kind of entries we get, if there's going to be any other kind of things that we just end up adding to it, that because we're just so.
Yeah, and good question on this. Will the winner be played? What I'm hoping is that's not just going to be the winner. The winner gets the money, right? That's all great. But what I really would love to do is that if there's a few that I can highlight not only songs, but actually guys give you a shout out and let our community know about you in case they want to hire you.
I'm looking for talent, man. I'm looking for some real talent. I'm looking for people that really have something to offer. That I don't know where this can go, but I know that we have a really good crowd and we have a really good audience. It's not like we're just opening it. When we open it up to her Miss Krystle page, they're not all going to be musicians or even artists or anything like that. So that's why it's really important, and we know that we're going to have a lot of talented people out there. So I'm really stoked. But I'm looking for talent, real talent.